So thank you so much, everybody, for joining. We are here to talk about chapter rebates. It's a wonderful, but not very well known about little tool that we have available to the chapters to help you do all kinds of fun chapter stuff. So the first thing I would like to do is share my screen. Okay. So what the heck is the chapter rebate program? That's really the first question, right? A lot of people truly don't know about it. It's a fantastic way to for a chapter to kind of earn a little bit of money. It's not cash money, it's money in an account. And it's kind of, you can sort of think about it as WAI bucks. So you can pay for WAI stuff to help you promote your chapter, help members attend conference, pay for membership dues, pay your annual administrative fee, things like that. The things that a chapter does all year long, we can help you do that through the chapter rebate program. There's a couple of ways to earn funds. The first is to sign up new WAI members, not renewals. Renewals don't count. They do count and we love them. And without our renewing members, well, we just wouldn't be WAI. But new WAI members will earn you money. And by sending WAI members and your chapter members to conference. So I'll get into what that really means in a little bit. Kind of an important point is to remember that you can only carry over $250 a year in your balance. We have some chapters that, because they have so many chapters or members that sign up new members for WAI, sometimes they get into the $400 and $500 range. And we encourage you to use that money before the end of the year so that you can use it, and then only $250 will carry over to the next year. So how do you use it? Well, every year you've got annual administrative fee. You can pay that. You can pay registration fees for your chapter members, your officers. You can pay your members WAI dues. You can buy WAI swag and Girls in Aviation Day merchandise. And every now and then we come up with a new way for you to use those funds. Every quarter, you're going to get an email from the lovely Rory Einbinder, and it will tell you and your officers how much rebate funds you have in your rebate account. So we keep that up to date on a regular basis. Every day it changes, and you can always email us and ask us, or wait for the quarterly email and we'll give you the balance there. So how and how much do you earn when you sign up a new WAI member? If, for example, let's use San Diego as an example. If the San Diego chapter signs up a new corporate member, and you know what, I'm going to be a little bit more specific. If let's say Melissa's Aerospace Company signs up to be a WAI corporate member, and they let us know, or you let us know, just send us an email and say, hey, this is our connection. We will give you $25 in your rebate account for that corporate member. If a family member signs up attached to an individual member, that's a $2 rebate bump. And individual and lifetime members are each $5. Student members are $3. And we have a new junior category, that's people 18 years old and younger. Those are free, so there's no rebate bump there. So that's how you earn these funds. And this is all in the chapter handbook. So, and this webinar is going to be available on our YouTube channel, so you can find this at any time. So I also mentioned that you can earn rebate funds by sending your chapter members to conference. And what I mean by that is essentially, and I'm going to summarize this whole point way down, send 9 members to conference and we'll pay for your 10th one. So And by that, you don't actually have to pay. Just have 9 members, for example, from the San Diego chapter. If 9 members, 10 members sign up, 15 members sign up, we will either pay for one of those, the registration fees only for one of those members to go to conference, or we'll put a comp registration on the books for the next year's conference as well. So so that's a really important benefit, because you can use those in those rebate chapter conference comp registrations in a lot of different ways. There are some limitations. It's only for the current year conference and the following year. So, for example, the 2022 conference, you could have used, if you had 10 chapter members attend, we would have paid for one of those in 2022, or you'd earn a comp registration for 2023. But it can't carry into 24, 25, 26. It's just for this year and for next year. You could give your comp registration to another chapter, or extend it to anyone, any WAI chapter member. You could give it away as a scholarship to one of your chapter members or to one of your student members. And you can only earn one a year. So it's not, if you send 40 members to conference, you don't get 4 free. So it's just, if you send 9, 19, 29, it's just one additional registration for free. You can also get WAI swag. And our new merchandise partner has made this so easy to use. You can order a chapter banner. That's a $395 value. And if you've got $395 in your rebate account, and a lot of chapters do, order one of these banners, and you can use all those funds for that. You can buy t-shirts or mugs. You can even buy Girls in Aviation Day swag. So it's real easy to do. Go to wai-store.org, order your stuff up, and at the very end, indicate that you're going to pay with your chapter rebates, which will prompt an email from the merchandiser to you and to us, just so we can confirm the amount. Or you could start it at the very beginning and just send an email to merchandise@wai.org, and they'll help you get started right from the very beginning. They'll even potentially give you a quantity discount. Let's say you wanted to buy 50 t-shirts and you wanted to have them put your chapter logo on it. We could do that. And so if you were using your chapter rebates for that, then you could turn around and sell those shirts as a fundraiser for your chapter, and essentially multiply those dollars available and help you give scholarships or send more people to conference, or however you want to use that as a chapter. Pay for your website hosting or your post office box, or accounting fees, or whatever you need to do. So we talked about the conference a little bit. So, there's really an endless amount of ways that you can use your conference registration. I'm in the Dallas chapter, and we often use that as a scholarship. So we'll send 4 chapter members to conference and pay for them as a scholarship. And one of them is usually an earned complimentary registration through the rebate program. And we make people, apply for them, write essays, do things like that. Sponsor a high school student, or you can actually turn it back to WAI to sponsor a college student or a high school student who wants to attend but doesn't have the means to do so, to register. So if you turn over that complimentary registration, we're happy to apply that to a student who would use it very, very well, help them get their start. Send one of your chapter leaders to conference. We have a fantastic chapter leadership workshop on the very first morning, Thursday morning usually, of conference. Get lots of tools, lots of training, a great session for meeting other chapter members and sharing best practices. So lots of ways to do that. You can't sign up for it online, but we'll be in touch just before conference so you guys can use those comp registrations. And don't forget that 2023 conference is a little bit earlier. It's February 23rd through 25th, 2023 in Long Beach. So for those of you in the northern climates, does it get cold there? Because in Long Beach, it's nice and toasty and warm, and it's a wonderful place for a conference. Also, every year by April 30th, every official chapter is required to pay the annual administrative fee. Right now, that's $135 payable through April 30th. There's a late fee if you pay after that. But you can use your rebate money to pay that every year. And just some housekeeping as a reminder, what does that pay for? What does your annual administrative fee pay for? Well, as a chapter, you have insurance. And so we need some help paying for that insurance. Like at your Girls in Aviation Day, sometimes you'll request a certificate of insurance. And so your events are covered by WAI's liability policy. And that administrative fee covers that. And you can use your rebate funds to pay for that. So that's a super easy way to get that done and never miss it. Also, hey, provisional chapters, you're not left out. From the minute you're made a provisional chapter, you can start earning rebate funds, and you can use those funds to pay for your official chapter application fee. So that's $150. And if you've earned that much, we're happy, or even part of that, we're really happy to apply that to that fee and to keep the fun going. And that's it. The chapter rebate program is really very, very easy to use. We are always here to answer any questions you might have. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can address any questions we might have. Stand by. And I don't see any Q&A. I don't see any questions, you guys. Okay. This was the shortest chapter leadership workshop we've ever held, but I think it gives you a lot of good information that you can put to work. And Melissa's got a quick question. Fire at will. So, you know what, Melissa? Are you going to type it out for us in the Q&A? Yeah, I'm going to turn you on. So just unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, much easier. Thank you. So for the rebate program, so for example, let's say we got a corporate sponsorship or we meet any of those criteria to earn a couple bucks here and there. Is that something we need to account for ourselves and email you so we can see the dollars billed? Or is that something that's automatic when you see the members sign up through corporate?
So when they sign up as a new member, whether it's a corporate member or an individual, there's a place where they can put in a chapter affiliation. If they put in a chapter affiliation, then it'll be automatic. If they don't, and you want to be sure that you get credit for that, just fire an email at us and we're happy to apply that credit for you.
Okay, awesome. And then this is probably a question specific to us. I don't think we've paid you an annual admin fee. So if you want to shoot over a bill or something, or let me know, we'll get you a check.
Okay. Rory will make contact with you offline about that. And you're not alone. It's okay.
Okay. I was like,
So yeah, we have a whole administrative activity that would normally have been going on by now, but we instead chose this year to install an entirely new association management system, which has been consuming most of our time. And so we're a little late in following up on who has and hasn't paid, that kind of stuff.
Oh, that makes total sense.
So no worries.
I feel for you ladies.
Well, so don't worry about it. You're in good company, and okay. Rory will follow up with you. Kayla's also asking if they get a copy of our insurance. So on the chapter resource page, I don't know if you guys even know this, since we have a little bit of extra time, I would be happy to take a minute to show you this. I'm going to show you our new website. Oh, but you know what I have to actually do? I have to actually share my screen, don't I? Okay, so here is our new website. And I'm going to, oh, everything's in the way. Call your attention to a couple of things. The first is the call here on the homepage to update your WAI membership profile and ask you to please, if you haven't done this, we're not asking you to do another, don't sign up for a membership again. Just go in here and update your membership profile. It's going to walk you through how to do all that right here. So, or not right here, that's the join. Mine is truncating because it recognizes me. I'm already logged in, so it knows I've already updated all that stuff. So I'm going to just take us right to this section right here, chapters. Click on that, and you're going to see down here, first, you're going to have the ability to look at all the chapters. But right here at the very top, start a chapter, chapter resources, Girls in Aviation Day. Pay no attention to the Girls in Aviation Day button because I haven't updated it yet. But this time next week, all new stuff there. On the chapter resources page, however, there's a lot of really, really good stuff there, you guys. So here's your annual chapter requirements. File your annual report, pay your administrative fee. Here's the chapter handbook, request an outreach package. And what does that mean? So that means you can go in and say, hey, I'm going to our chapter's going to an air show a month from now. And we'd love to have some WAI swag to hand out to encourage our membership and to share with the public. And so we'll send you a box of magazines and infographics, and coming soon, we even have some very special chapter swag. So that's chapter outreach. You can order a pop-up banner. So down, I'm going to jump right to your question, Kayla. And that is request. There's so much here. You got to kind of slowly work through it. More useful chapter tools. Request a certificate of insurance. And what that means is that's going to open this up, and you can request your certificate of insurance. But you really only need to request this if you need, for example, let's say your Girls in Aviation Day event is at the local aviation museum, and they're requesting your certificate of insurance with them to be as a named insured. It's very common. It's very easy. Don't let it freak you out. I know there's a lot of legal insurance words that they usually throw at you with that kind of a stuff, but just let us know who they are. You got to fill out this form. Who are they? What their address is? Tell us about the event, and email it to us. And a couple of days later, we'll get you from our underwriter. We'll get you that certificate of insurance with named insured. I could have sworn that the blanket certificate of insurance was here. It will be within the hour. If I can't find it, neither can you. So I'm going to put it right here under more useful chapter tools. It's going to be this first button, and it's the blanket certificate of insurance that applies to each and every chapter. And you can use it, print it out. And unless somebody needs it to have them as a named insured, that will work for your event, your whatever activity you need, but that's included as part of your chapter benefits. Do we have another question? Nope. Okay. Well, still just 22 minutes after the hour. And it's been delightful spending this Friday afternoon with you ladies. Thank you so much for joining us. I have to say a special thank you to Rory and to Stephanie Kenyon for being here. Stephanie Kenyon is on the WAI staff, and she did her very own webinar about a month ago on fundraising for the chapters. So you can catch that. If you missed it, you can catch that on our YouTube channel as well. Again, go to YouTube, search for Women in Aviation International, and find our channel there, and mash the like button so that you find out every time we put a new video up, because there's lots and lots of content there. And you guys have a really, really wonderful day. Thank you so much.